Welcome in. I'm Pop Blender, and I'm here to talk about the Gina Carano lawsuit and what has transpired. Gina Carano has settled with Disney. Now, we don't know the dollar amount, we don't know exactly the terms and conditions, but originally reported it looked like she was seeking $75,000 in damages and a public apology, but we really don't know the ins and outs of that. What we do know is that she has settled her lawsuit with Disney before it went to discovery, before we got to see emails from Kathleen Kennedy or Bob Iger or anybody else involved, like Pablo Hidalgo or Pedro Pascal. Gina Carano was fired over tweets or liking certain tweets or Instagram posts by people that would be considered right-wing. Yes, during the pandemic, she did equate neighbors turning on neighbors like in Yahtzee, Germany in the 30s and 40s. She did equate some of the same things that were happening here in our country that we saw as what happened back then when you turned neighbor on neighbor instead of having your government turn on its country. So, it brings me to this news story. I am disappointed. I'm hugely disappointed because we could have gone to a discovery phase in a lawsuit which would have shown emails, text messages, all of that information could have been subpoenaed. Instead, we get nothing. Nothing. And Gina Carano's statement, as I'll read it to you, Miss Carano was always well respected by her directors, co-stars, and staff, and she worked hard to perfect her craft while treating her colleagues with kindness and respect. With the lawsuit concluded, Lucasfilm said, we look forward to identifying opportunities to work together with Miss Carano in the future. Carano also announced the settlement in a statement via her agent, saying the deal is the best outcome for all parties involved. I am excited to flip the page and move on to the next chapter. My desires remain in the arts, which is where I hope you will join me. Well, unfortunately, Gina, those statements ring hollow because you had an opportunity to bring Disney either A, to its knees, or B, to the public's knowledge of how they treated people who didn't fit with their narrative during the woke era of Hollywood, which still remains, yet it's much more subtle and subterfuge than it was in the last 10 years. So, a disappointment for sure. I'll see if I can bring more news about this lawsuit that was funded by Elon Musk. She says she never met him, but she's eternally grateful to him for funding this because Musk said that if anyone was terminated wrongfully via their use of the X/Twitter platform prior to his purchase of said platform, that he would fund their lawsuit against their former employee. Well, he did that. This was a big deal. And this now is a big nothing burger. Tell me what you think in the comments. You guys let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm Pop Blender, and we'll see you next time.